Yeah. Good evening. Welcome to NACTV Bigger Bingo for Wednesday, February 12th, 2025, broadcasting live from Nipawin, Manitoba. Before we get started in our bingo games, here are the rules. License number LGCA 6052 MBI 45955. First rule, one ball will be drawn at the beginning of the session. This ball will be the tuning number for Game 3, the blackout and 52 numbers. When bingo is declared on more than one number, only those who declared bingo on the earliest number called will be declared winners and eligible to win the prize. Each bingo game will be closed when bingo has been declared and verified by calling the number displayed on the screen. The phone lines are open to receive calls, and it has been announced 3 times that the phone lines are open to receive calls. At least one phone line has been available for calls for 2.5 minutes, and the game is declared closed. No further calls will be accepted with regards to that closed bingo game. Prize money is split evenly among multiple winners with a minimum payout of $25. Final win confirmation occurs when the winners submit their date stamped sheet containing the winning card to NACTV. In the event of transmitting or telephone problems which prevent continuation of play prior to the event's start or at any time during the event's duration, the game will be rescheduled or resumed on the next Wednesday night. You can check the NACTV.TV website or call the office for confirmation of that. Game 1 is played to a blackout on the gold cards. Jackpot in 50 numbers or less is a minimum of $1,000. After 50 numbers, Game 1 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. Games 2 and 3 are played on the colored cards, and tonight it's purple. Game 2, the X game, has a prize amount of $150. Game 3, which continues from Game 2, is a blackout. Jackpot in 52 numbers or less is a minimum of $500. After 52 numbers, Game 3 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. If Game 3 is won with the toonie ball number drawn at the beginning of the session, the winner will receive the accumulated toonie pot plus the blackout or consolation prize, whichever one they bingoed on. Jackpots for Games 1 and 3 accumulate by 50 cents per package sold. When a jackpot is won, the pot will increase from the minimum amount when accumulated sales reach that value from 0. The toonie pot accumulates by $1 per package sold. When it is won, it starts at 0. Prizes must be claimed in checks cashed within 6 months from the bingo play date. A list of the bingo numbers called can be obtained from the NACTV office. And that's our rules for tonight. Good luck, everyone, and let's play bingo. Okay, the first number out, which is also your tuning number, is under the 066. 066. And we're playing on those gold colored cards with a pot worth $20,844 in 50 numbers or less. Under the N31. N31. Under the 067. 067. Under the I-24. I-24. Under the 063, 063. Under the 068, 068. Under the 062, 062. Under the N37, N37. Under the O74, O74. Under the B13, B13. Under the N36, N36. Under the I16, I16. Under the B4, B4. Under the N33, N33. Under the I18, I18. Under the N38, N38. Under the O65, O65. Under the O73, O73. Under the G47, G47. Under the I28, I28. Under the O70, O70. Under the G55, G55. Under the B2, B2. Under the B15, B15. Under the O71, O71. Under the B10, B10. Under the G48, G48. Under the B3, B3. Under the G60, G60. Under the G52, G52. Under the B7, B7. Under the G58, G58. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the B12, B12. Under the G46, G46. Under the N41, N41. Under the N32, N32. Under the O69, O69. Under the G57, G57. Under the B5, B5. Under the G49, G49. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the G53, G53. Under the I-22, I-22. Under the G51, G51. Under the I-20, I-20. Under the N45, N45. Under the I-25, I-25. Under the I-26, I-26. Under the O64, O64. And that is your 50th number, so we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes and see if anybody calls in to claim that jackpot of $20,844. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls at 204-476-2639. And I've got one community announcement. Nipwa Middle School presents Tech Talk and Bridging the Gap next Wednesday, February 19th from 6:30 to 8:30 in the NMS MPR. It will be about bridging the gap. We'll provide participants with an overview of some of the most common concerns facing youth today in terms of their usage of technology and social media. It will also explore sexual exploitation and, more specifically, how the uses of technology such as smartphones and the internet play a role in this issue. The presentation informs parents, care providers, educators, and anyone working with youth about what young people and offenders are accessing via Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, etc., and will provide valuable information on how to protect kids from the hidden forms of child and youth sexual exploitation. It should be on the NMS website since there's a click here to sign up, or you can call to register. So if you want more information on that, or you're interested in signing up for that, go to the Nipwa Middle School website. You can find it under the Beautiful Plains School Division, or you can just type in Nipwa Middle School. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. And for the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed. And we'll move on to the consolation round. Still looking for a blackout on the gold colored cards. The prize is now $100. Your next number out is under the N40. N40. Under the I-21, I-21. Under the G50, G50. Under the I-29, I-29. Under the N43, N43. Under the G54, G54. And we have a caller. Possibly we have a winner. Okay. Okay, it's we're looking for a blackout. Okay. Continuing on. We do not have a winner yet. The next number is under the O61. O61. Under the B1, B1. Under the I-17, I-17. And we have a caller. We'll see if we have a winner this time. $67.31.
Yeah, 42, 44, and 72.
692? Okay. Okay, valid bingo on I-17. We do have a valid bingo on I-17.
No, I'm asking for 3-1, okay?
So valid bingo on I-17, which was the last number called. And we do have one phone line open to receive your calls. So after this game, we'll be moving on to our purple colored cards. The first game we play on them is for the letter X for $150. Then we carry on those same purple colored cards to a blackout and 52 numbers. The jackpot on that one is 11,100. And our toonie pod is at 12,366. And we sold 115 packages last week. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed. And we'll go on to the purple colored cards for the letter X. But before we do that, our winner on the Bonanza Consolation was Tanis Brown of Nipawin, purchasing the cards here at the station. Congratulations to Tanis. Okay, moving on to those purple colored cards. The first game we're playing on them is the letter X, but if you have a number on that card, certainly cover it up because we will be using those same cards to play the third game. So if you've got the number on the card, cover it up, but we are looking for the letter X specifically for this game 2 for $150. The first number out is under the N45. N45. Under the G50. G50. Under the N31. N31. Under the G57, G57. Under the N35, N35. Under the O65, O65. Under the O61, O61. Under the O75, O75. Under the I-25, I-25. Under the B9, B9. Under the N34, N34. Under the I-22, I-22. Under the O-70, O-70. Under the N44, N44. Under the N37, N37. Under the G47, G47. Under the O-72, O-72. Under the O-74, O-74. Under the O-73, O-73. Under the N32, N32. Under the N33, N33. Under the B10, B10. Under the I-17, I-17. Under the B6, B6. Under the O62, O62. Under the I-27, I-27. Under the O66, O66. Under the G58, G58. Under the I-26, I-26. Under the B2, B2. Under the G52, G52. Under the N38, N38. Under the I-28, I-28. And we have a caller. Find out if we have a winner on the letter X for $150. $942. B2, one number back? How many? Four, and then the other numbers are up there before that? N38? Okay. Valid bingo on N38. Oh no, it won't be N38 because it's the letter X, so B2 would work. Yeah, probably, yeah. Okay, valid bingo on B2, both four numbers back. B2. Valid bingo on B2 for the letter X. And, oh, our tuning number was 066, and that's been called. So that tuning pot will be growing from its $12,366. And after this game, we'll be moving on to the third game, a blackout on 52 numbers. We will still be on the purple colored cards. We do have both phone lines open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. And for the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any other calls, I declare this game closed, and we'll move on to game 3. Block out in 52 numbers or less for 11,100. And our winner on the Big X was Gladys Russ of Nipwa, purchasing the cards at Kinsman Courts. Congratulations to Gladys. Okay, continuing on those purple colored cards. Looking for a jackpot in 52 numbers for a pot of 11,100. Your next number out is under the 068. 068. Under the N41. N41. Under the G48. G48. Under the G59, G59. Under the I-24, I-24. Under the G55, G55. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the O71, O71. Under the B12, B12. Under the B14, B14. Under the I-21, I-21. Under the O67, O67. Under the O69, O69. Under the B8, B8. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the B5, B5. Under the O64, O64. Under the N42, N42. Under the G54, G54. That is your 50-second number, so we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes, see if anybody calls in and claims that jackpot of $11,100. The phone number is 204-476-2639. And I'm going to read that message again about the Tech Talk and Bridging the Gap. So Nipwa Middle School presents Tech Talk and Bridging the Gap. It's a parent evening on Wednesday, February 19th, so next Wednesday, from 6:30 to 8:30 in the NMS MPR. Bridging the Gap will provide participants with an overview of some of the most common concerns facing youth today in terms of their usage of technology and social media. It will also explore sexual exploitation and, more specifically, how the usage of technologies such as smartphones and the internet plays a role in this issue. The presentation informs parents, care providers, educators, and anyone working with youth about what young people and offenders are accessing via Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, etc., and will provide valuable information on how to protect kids from the hidden forms of child and youth sexual exploitation. You can go to the website or call the Nipwa Middle School for more details and to sign up. And the tuning number 066 was called. So this is the last chance to win big money tonight. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed and we'll move on to the consolation round for $100. The next number out is under the G46. G46 on the purple colored cards. Under the I-20, I-20. Under the N39, N39. Under the B4, B4. Under the N40, N40. Under the I-18, I-18. Under the B11, B11. Under the G56, G56. Under the B7, B7. Under the N36, N36. Under the B13, B13. And we have a caller. So, the number in the hoop, haven't called it, not in play, can't win on it. Nine, 5, 3.
953.
And one number back? Two numbers back. And the others two aren't there. Okay, two numbers back. Valid bingo on B7. B7 is valid bingo, two numbers back. And we do have somebody else calling in. We'll see when they...
Okay, so second, congratulations, and this is over in second,
And we had somebody bingo on an earlier number, so unfortunately they're not a winner.
Oh, somebody paid for before this, so you don't pay for my okay, somebody paid for before this.
On an earlier number.
On your own number. Just hold on, please.
Hi. Somebody bingoed on an earlier number called, then B13. So sorry. Okay, bye-bye.
5071.
5071. And that one's probably in the hoop. That one's in the hoop. Okay, so we now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. We do have one winner on two numbers back on, what was it, B7? On B7, two numbers back. So the last number called isn't a valid bingo either because we had somebody bingo before that number on B7.
Okay?
I'm just waiting for the time to count down. Give people a chance to call in if they've got that bingo. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed, and that'll wrap it up for tonight. Our winner on that blackout consolation was Lily McSimic of Neepwa, purchasing the cards at Harris Pharmacy. So, recapping for tonight, Bonanza Consolation won by Tanis Brown of Neepwa, purchasing the cards here at the station. The Big X was won by Gladys Russ, and the winning card was purchased at the Kinsman Courts. Lily McSimic won the blackout consolation, also of Neepwa, and purchased the card at Harris Pharmacy. Congratulations to our winners. You can pick them up after 1 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you all for playing along tonight. Have a great week. Take care. Stay warm. See you next Wednesday.